Coming up this time on 15 Minutes You'll Never Get Back.
Whose pants are these?
It truly is the end of an era.
And how about matching undies as a business plan?
I'm Dale.
And I'm Charlie. All that and more on this episode of 15 Minutes You'll Never Get Back.
Barry's Best Mix, 107.5 Kool FM, and the Backstreet Boys. I'll be the one. How are you? It's Dale and Charlie. You do? You like those songs?
Yeah, they bring me back to a more simpler time.
Right.
You know, when my biggest problem was trying to pass grade 10 gym because Miss Lansdowne didn't like me. But whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
Lansdowne.
Yeah. She made us do like the aerobics, portion of the gym class to Billy Joel's We Didn't Start the Fire.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And then she used to wear these leotards, like sweat in places. It's not. I still forget it. I hate Backstreet Boys now. But the point was, I had my Walkman. Yes, a Walkman, children.
Yeah.
And no, it was a Discman. No, sorry, it was a Discman. And
you can't do anything with a Discman, especially aerobics. It would just keep skipping.
No, but like when we had we had like a pre-stretch, like 10 minutes of stretching before we had to like jazzercise, with Miss Lansdowne. And I would use my Discman and listen to Backstreet Boys.
Oh, would you?
And that's why Backstreet Boys take me back to grade 10 gym.
Right.
I hope you guys have a good gym class today.
She's still dealing with the trauma.
Tonight on Where Are My Pants?
Honey, where are my pants?
So do you like my pants?
Yeah, all right, sure. Why? What's different about them?
I'm not sure if they're mine or not.
Wow. What kind of a party were you at?
Here's the situation. I babysat my girlfriend's kids through the weekend. Then they came and celebrated Thanksgiving with us. Mm-hmm. So I was cleaning up yesterday, and they left before I woke up. And I look on the couch, and I'm like, oh, there's my girlfriend's pants. Which leads me to think, if her pants are here...
What did she wear home?
What did she wear home? But then... So I'm assuming she went into my closet and grabbed some comfy pants or track pants or something. I'm hoping.
You're hoping?
Or else she went home in her knickers.
Oh, well.
Which wouldn't be the first time. So here's the thing. So I texted her and I'm like, hey, you left your kids' Pokemon cards, your other kid's sweater, and by the way, your pants.
Your pants.
So she texted me back and she's like, oh, yeah. She's like, okay, well, you should wear them for a while because they're really cool. I said, okay. So I put the pants on this morning. And I can't figure out if these are my pants or her pants. Like, I feel like I may have given her these pants a couple years ago.
What is it with... Okay.
And now, so I'm wearing them, but I must have given them to her for a reason. Mm-hmm. I believe it's because they gave me toe. So now I'm wearing the pants again. No idea. Tesla will soon offer customized horn and movement sounds.
For customized horn and movement sounds.
So Elon Musk said on Twitter that you can then make your horn sound like a goat, coconuts, and farting for good measure.
Really?
Now here's the thing.
Yep.
There are bylaws or rules associated with horns, right? Like they have to be so loud or they can't be louder than...
Oh, I didn't know there were bylaws, are there?
Yeah, like there's no... Like when a car's horn is installed, it has to meet certain standards of noise or whatever.
All right, so even though they're going to be different sounds, they still have to, basically meet these standards and stuff.
Right. So I wonder how they're going to be able to...
Regulate a fart sound.
Well, nobody else can do it.
It's going to have to be an SPD.
What's an SPD? What?
Silent but deadly.
Oh, right. Show me your fingers.
Okay.
So
like that.
The length of your fingers can reveal a lot about your characteristics. So they've broken them down into 3 types, A, B, and C.
Okay.
A, the charming but pragmatic one. So people who have a ring finger larger than the index finger are thought to be charming and charismatic. What's your deal?
That's my ring finger.
Okay.
And it appears to be longer than the index finger.
Okay, so you fall under category A, which is charming and pragmatic.
Oh.
These type of people are great problem solvers. They tend to fall into careers in engineering and science. Well, we got that wrong. No matter what the problem, people like this do their best to solve it.
That's me.
Oh, good for you. Let's
I'm
write a book about
problem
it.
solver.
Now, moving on. B, the confident, get-her-done type. If your index finger is longer than your ring finger, you might be a particularly confident person. So when you decide to do something, you do it. You're not afraid of what the outcome and what people will say. And then there is category C, which is the peacenik.
The peacenik.
What is that?
That's just somebody who always wants to get, hey, can't we just all get along and love one another?
Okay. People with equal ring finger and index fingers are well organized, calm, and love to avoid conflict by any means necessary.
See,
that's me.
I've got this all solved, though.
Okay.
You see, here's what it is. I mean, the peacenik, it's always even because there's no conflict. There's nobody's better than anybody else. Okay. No finger is better than another finger.
Oh, well, I got useful. A finger that's the best. This might be one of the dumbest things I've ever heard, but also quite entertaining.
Shouldn't we be saying that?
An Australian mom names her baby Methamphetamine Rules.
Methamphetamine Rules?
Rules. So, backstory. Her name is Kristen Drysdale. She is an Australian reporter for ABC. Chose to legally name her child Methamphetamine Rules, or Baby Meth, if you will, for short, as part of a lighthearted attempt to understand how the government decides which names are deemed appropriate.
Oh, okay. So she's just kind of poking the bear, testing the waters.
So I guess she had done a story while she was pregnant based on names that the government would not allow you to name your child, and decided to be like, well, I'll show you.
Yeah.
So again, some states and territories in Australia prohibit certain types of names, those containing sex acts, slurs, curse words, anything that could be deemed offensive.
So as a controlled substance okay, though, apparently?
So what she expected was she was going to register Methamphetamine Rules.
Yep.
And the registry would come back and be like, no, that's one of those names. Well, did it backfire?
And now the kid's stuck with that name.
So the registry legally allowed this. Mom got the birth certificate because you don't get it right away, right? It takes a few weeks for them to process it. So the registry admitted that they did make a mistake, and that name is not, in fact,
should be a no-no.
Appropriate.
So now what are they going to do? Now they got to back out of this whole thing?
So, yes, the registry says, okay, pick another name. We're going to let you refile, change in the baby's name. We'll rip this up like it never happened. So it got me wondering. I looked at the. I'm like, are there names? Like, is there a list in Canada? No,
there is no list.
There
must be some list.
There is no actual list of names that are illegal in Canada, but very similar to Australia. Certain names that contain like your swear words, symbols, numbers, or names that could cause problems for the child later in life are not going to be permitted. It's like when you try to get one of those vanity plates and try to spell out and it doesn't quite work out.
Well,
like the government's not going to allow you.
There's not enough letters in it, though. Don't you usually need 7? So you have to put off at the end.
If I match my undergarments, meaning my bra and knickers, it's a special day. Okay, and I think a lot of people can relate. Because we always have those go-to bras that we usually wear for about a week or so. Before.
So you don't really worry about the mix. You're kind of a mix and match kind of thing. I
think you have to be practical.
It's like going to one of those. It's going to sleep country, sort of where the box spring doesn't match the mattress. It's the same thing with you with your bra and knickers.
Pretty much. So, which would explain why I was fascinated by this story. There is a lady named Ellie Hatfull who is obsessed with undies, so much in fact that she has over 150 matching pairs of bras and undies to choose from. She says that she is a lingerie addict and has spent over $4,000 $407 Canadian on undies this year alone.
Oh, jeez.
Now, so what do you do with all that lace? One would ask. She shows it off on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
She has a page. It's called Lace and Haze. And there are 41,000 followers who clearly love the undies.
So where's she from again?
Somewhere in the UK. She is a British blogger.
A British blogger. So she's somewhere in England.
Yes.
There once was a girl from the UK who got us all thinking about lingerie. Less lingerie than knickers, but here was the kicker. Her bra and her panties matched every day. She has thousands of sets of these undies and a website for viewing if you please. She posts pics of her gitch, if that scratches your itch. But wipe your search clean before your wife sees.
So I have lived in Simcoe County now for 10 years, just over 10 years.
Right.
And when I first moved here, there were a couple things I noticed that were like staples for me.
Okay.
Like places, right?
Mm-hmm.
One, where the Costco is.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
And another was Misty's Cafe.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So because it's on Big Bay, it's
Yeah.
kind of on the way to the highway.
Yeah.
You see it.
Sure.
And every time I saw Misty's Cafe, I kind of looked and, is it busy at 3:30 in the afternoon? Oh, it's pretty busy today. You know, you kind of like how many cars are in the, anyway.
What a lonely gentleman.
But you know, I believe, and I was looking this up, and I'm very disappointed that I can't find the backstory, like the history of when Misty's Cafe opened and things like that. But
I'm sure there's somebody that can call us up.
I'm
and
sure
fill us
somebody
in.
knows. The old reliable Misty's Cafe has now become
Yeah.
Electrical Elite. So there is like this new kind of electricity, I guess, running through the building.
Okay.
But here's my question.
Yeah.
Because it's a good sized building. Like it's a good
It
spot.
is.
It's sort of in an industrial area, a lot of parking.
Yeah.
It would be great for a company like this.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're the owner of Electrical Elite, where do you put your office in that building? Knowing what it was used for before, like do you use the same desk as the previous owner?
No, I would put it like right where the stage is.
Like what do you? Well, that's it.
right.
Like
I'd
where the
actually-
bar is. Do
Yeah,
you?
I'd-
Is that
I'd turn
the new
the bar
service
and the
center
stage
where you
area
go
in.
and get parts?
Yeah, I turn like the stage with the seating around the stage and stuff. That would be the boardroom.
Right. Oh.
And then when you're holding a board meeting, everybody's sitting around. All the employees are sitting around, and then when it's time for you to start the board meeting, you get one of the employees to come in and go, "Oh, ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome to the stage the boss?"
Well, what I really, really want to know is, are they taking down the poles?
The polls are gone. I'm sure they did.
Anyway, that's just what's running through my mind. But like a company, this is exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting, but I'm sure there were a lot of people. I saw a lot of social media posts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
People just remembering all the great memories. Memories. Look at me at the nudie bar at 2:45. And I'm feeling kind of frisky, as you can see. I'm at Misty's, if you're looking for me. Two more beer, one for me and my new friend here. I can tell she really likes me. I might get lucky. I'm at Misty's. Where else would I be?
Have you ever wanted something to pet at night, but you can't handle the responsibility of an animal?
Oh, I didn't know where you were going with
Just,
that.
Wait it out.
Sure.
Here's an
Okay.
idea.
All right.
Why not buy this new furry pillow with a robotic tail?
Oh.
Hold on. Wouldn't it be nice to curl up on the couch after a long day and have something warm and fuzzy snuggle with you? Hold on. I mean, pets are a lot of work, right? And they're a lot of responsibility.
Okay.
Enters a solution.
Yeah.
It's called the Kubo.
Okay.
It's a furry little pillow with a robotic tail. Mm-hmm. So I guess the best way to describe this is picture of furry butt. like a cat bum and a little tail that hangs down. There are pictures online. You're welcome. It sounds a little odd, and perhaps it would be awkward if, somebody were to walk in while you were stroking this pillow's robotic tail. But it could be the answer to your need for a fuzzy companion.
Look, if I need to cuddle with a fuzzy companion, I'm friends with a guy named Papadopoulos, and that'll do.
Hey, thanks so much for tuning in.
If you enjoyed that 15 minutes you'll never get back, follow and subscribe. More on Dale and Charlie at 1075coolfm.com.
Download your favorite episodes there or at Spotify. Leave a review so our egos can get inflated.
Waste your time next week.